Segment with Lindsey Ellis, the head coach at Arizona State University. And Lindsey, let's talk a little specific about the team you got coming in right now and some of the opportunities that women's hockey is providing student athletes.
Yeah, I mean, our incoming players this year, first of all, we have more than 10 players coming in, so that's just tremendous for our program, and the majority of them are not from Arizona. So this will be the first year where the majority of the team is not Arizona natives, which is also pretty cool for us that, you know, we have so many girls coming to ASU for this opportunity to play college hockey and to get a great education. So we're seeing those numbers build, and it's really cool to see the outcome of it, and it'll be really cool to see what the outcome will be in a few years as well.
You know, for women in any sport, it's always a challenge, it seems like, versus the opportunities for men. But women's hockey is growing all the way around the state, all over the country really, but all the way around the state. And how important was the gold medal in the Olympics to growing women's hockey?
Definitely. I mean, even if you look at the numbers from 2014, there's always an increase in participation after the Olympics. We've seen the women get more viewers, and especially with this year, I know a ton of people were saying they stayed up half the night trying to watch this gold medal game. So I think women's hockey is definitely gaining momentum, you know, throughout the whole country, and especially here in Arizona. I mean, we're seeing so many girls play now, and you know, that's never happened here before, so I'm so excited to keep seeing it grow.
Tell me a little bit about some of the other changes that are happening with your program. I know you've got more I don't know what we want to call them, feature games, but theme nights, right? You know, where you have the military appreciation and games like that. So anything new and exciting this year on the docket?
Nope. We're doing the breast cancer awareness game again, and then the military appreciation game again. We're probably going to do some little events in between, and us and GCU are going to do a girls hockey appreciation game. So that, I guess that is one new thing.
Right.
But other than that, we're repeating those games again.
Awesome. Tell me a little bit about the changes that you're able to do now with more girls. I mean, you and I talked several times in the last couple of years about how do you put a power play together, or how do you put a penalty kill together when you have limited numbers. But is that something you're looking forward to as a coach?
Definitely. I mean, our Power Play 1 and Power Play 2 units, we're basically our whole entire team for the past 2 years. So it'll be really cool to be able to, you know, create that depth and be able to create different plays. Them be able to rest, not be tired. There's just so many things that we're going to be able to do that we've never done before.
You know, I know you've had a lot of girls locally that helped you start the program and were really the basis for it. So give a couple of shout outs to some of those girls that came in here and maybe aren't with the program anymore, but were ground layers for you. Yeah,
Casey, she was our first recruit, played 2 years for us. Heard it here first. She's actually coming back.
Nice.
She will be back for another year, which is exciting for our program as well. But you know, she's definitely just been a captain for 2 years and just created the program from the ground up with us. Jordan, our goalie, you know, she's been here the whole entire time as well. Grew up here her whole life playing. So you know, it's girls like that. They're really you know, we do have these out-of-state girls coming now, but it's those girls that are from here. They grew up here playing here. It's, you know, their whole heart and soul are here at ASU. So it's really cool to have those girls here.
You know, one of the things I've noticed as well is your prospect camps for the younger girls. The excitement is really there, right? They really want that maroon and gold. They want the pitchfork. They want Sparky.
Yep.
That's grown, hasn't it, over the last couple of years?
It has, and you can see it with our prospect camp. We just had 2 full prospect camps, so we saw almost 100 prospects from 12 different states in Canada. So I mean, that's tremendous for our program. And next weekend we have our youth camp, so that's actually almost sold out. So we only almost have 50 girls signed up for that, which last year we only had 30, I think. So you know, 20 additional girls on top of that. So just the growth in general for our program is, you know, it's gonna completely just blow up within the next few years.
We're going to take another quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to wrap it up with talking a little bit more specific about your duties and what it's like to run a program. All right, we're back with our final segment with the head coach from Arizona State University, Lindsey Ellis. And Lindsey, now I want to dig in a little bit to what you do. First of all, I want to give you some credit and some recognition, because starting anything from scratch is difficult, but starting a women's hockey team in the desert has really been a challenge. And first of all, I want to shout out to you personally that you've done a lot of work. I know personally what you've done, so talk about yourself a little bit. What's this job like? It's 24/7 for you, isn't it?
Sort of. I mean, I have, multiple emails come in every single day. There's always girls emailing us. There's always travel to be scheduled, a schedule to be set, equipment to be ordered. I mean, anything that happens in a program, I pretty much deal with, as well as our inventory. So our everything that we sell as far as hats and apparel that go out to all of our fans. We also, handle all of that aspect. So it's pretty much a small business rather than a team, I would call it. But it's definitely quite a task every single day.
Let's branch off into that a little bit. Tell me a little bit about the website sales. You were telling me off camera about some of the stuff that's going on, but tell me on camera about how are the sales going on the website? Selling some items?
Yeah, we sell something multiple times a week, and it goes out to everywhere around the country, and it's kind of crazy to see where these people are coming from. And this past week some went to New York, Tennessee, Washington. I mean, there's all these places, and you just kind of want to know where your fans are at. So it's really cool to see all of our apparel going out to all these different places.
ASU, the Pitchfork, and Sparky have long had a reach around the country, but I'm guessing there's alumni around. Do you hear from alumni, from people that said, hey, I like what you're doing, or I really wish there had been a women's program when I went to school there, or things like that?
There are. There was a team here at ASU, a women's program, in the early 2000s. So
right.
There's a few of those women that reach out to me now, and it's really cool to hear from them and their experiences of what they played when they were here at ASU and the differences of what it is now. And I actually have a few Miami hockey alumni have reached out to me as well, just because of the name of ASU. So it's really cool. I mean, the hockey community is so small, so it's cool to see ASU and Miami people like coming out to support
right.
ASU women's hockey.
I want to give you a chance to talk a little bit more specifically about your assistants and some of the needs that you have. I saw that you're looking for an intern or some interns. So putting on this event is difficult as a one-person crew. But tell me a little bit about some of the people that help you, and what are you looking for? What do you need?
Yeah, so Kaylee Marino has been with us, been with me from day one, before we even announced the program. And
everybody knows her as Gibber, right?
Yes, everybody knows her as Gibber. So, she has helped tremendously, and she's taken on more of an assistant role than a goaltending coach. She does still help with our goaltenders, but she has definitely come into that leadership role as more of an assistant coach now, and it's really cool to see, the passion that she has. Both of us are born and raised here, so we definitely have passion for growing the women's game here. And like you said, the interns that we are bringing on. So we are looking for 3 to 4 interns, and they'll basically be running game operations for all of our home games, as well as some of our ASU GCU games. And then they'll actually get to travel to Vegas with us and be able to run the operations for the WWCHL playoffs that we're hosting. So they'll be able to get in contact with 6 collegiate teams, as well as part of the Golden Knights staff that helps with that rink. So it's definitely a really cool internship to get a part of sports and hockey and everything like that.
So when we talk about that, let's wrap it up with that Vegas trip, because that's kind of it's a little shining spotlight on women's hockey by being able to go to Vegas and have that conference tournament up there, and you guys taking on the role. I know both you and Natalie over at GCU are co-sponsors of it, I guess we'd call it, right?
Yes, we're both co-commissioners.
Co-commissioners, that's the word I was looking for.
Yep, so it's really cool to work with Natalie, especially us both being in Arizona, to be able to run the Western League. But as far as the playoffs go, we placed a bid.
Right.
And then we actually got the majority vote for that. So we are the official hosts of the WWCHL playoffs, which is really cool. Now we just fingers crossed that we perform well enough to get into the top 6.
And that's the end of February, is that correct?
Yep, it's the last weekend in February.
And tickets are going to be available for that if they want to come up to see it at the CNA?
Yep, they'll be available at the door.
Awesome.
Yep.
Lindsey, I appreciate your time as always, and it wouldn't be Women's Week in hockey in at least the Desert Southwest without our visit with you, so thanks for your time as always.
Thank you.